Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of High School Hoops here on New Hanover County Schools Television. I'm Don Osterbo, and tonight I'm joined by Danielle Clay, formerly Bongiorno, Hoggart graduate of 2010, and then a Lenore Ryan basketball player after high school. And Danielle, it's super great to have you coming out.
Yeah, I'm really excited to be here tonight. This is going to be a really fun game.
Certainly is, and we might see a kid just like you that's going to play 4 years of varsity basketball. We have a freshman starting for we're playing for Laney, and I'm sure that she's going to be getting a lot of time. And I enjoyed calling your games when you were just a freshman dynamo playing on the varsity for Hoggart High School.
That's right. It really doesn't feel like that long ago. Nothing like these rivalry games. I miss that. So it's going to be fun tonight. See Ashley and Laney battle it out.
And the Bucks were just announced. They're coming in at 12-1 and 5-0 in the conference, coached by Ashley Berting, and she's assisted by Todd Bonello, along with Russ Adams. And their starters are number 3, junior guard Reagan Stewart, number 12, senior guard Kennedy Martin, number 13, forward senior Dasani Boney, number 20, sophomore guard Morgan Adam. Rounding out Coach Berting's starting lineup is senior forward Madison Lindsay, number 34. And there's a person missing from that lineup from last year, for the past 2 years.
That's right.
And guess what? She happens to be on the lineup that's going to be announced right here shortly.
Yes.
And that, of course, is the reigning North Carolina Gatorade Player of the Year, Sanaya, also known as Naya Rivers. And it's going to be an interesting here because her teammates are and Ashley, first of all, they're defending the conference lead right now. Right, but they also got to realize that the girls in blue, right, they want this W really bad, double bad, because they're defending the conference lead and an undefeated conference record right now. But they want to take out and not let Naya beat them.
Oh, you know it. I think that's just an added incentive tonight. This was already going to be a really good game. Both teams undefeated in conference. But there's a little extra something that each team wants to prove tonight. So you're going to feel that on the court, and I'm excited. It's going to be competitive for sure.
Certainly is. In the starting lineup for Coach Adrian Gale, who's assisted by Bill Dennis and Allie Grainer at 9-4 and 5-0 in the conference. Number 5, Reagan Russell. Number 20, senior guard and transfer from Christ the King High School in New York City, Mia Symmetry. And then number 22, junior guard Naya Rivers. Number 23, junior forward Lexi Hinson, and rounding out the starting lineup, number 40, junior Bryn Little. And the tap won by the Screaming Eagles. Looks like a matchup zone. Stolen on the interior attempted pass. Dasani Boney not putting too many points on the board, but getting up a lot of rebounds and getting a lot of assists. But right there, she starts out with a tough drive and gets a bucket.
Yeah, that's a really good sign. If you can get offense from Dasani as well as her defense, that's just an added bonus.
Inside pass to Little. She's up and good. You know, Dasani Boney's a really tough story, too. Seen her go through some injuries. I've been there rehabbing some injuries myself right beside her with K-Fear Sports Enhancement. And she's really worked hard to get back on the court.
Yeah, it's been great to see her recover from an ACL tear and come back out here and really help her team this season.
Lindsay couldn't get the little cookie to go. Ball knocked out. Ball's going to stay Bucks. And our referees for the evening, the man in charge, Mr. David Morris. Mr. Kyle Davis assisted with the inbounds and stolen by Rivers. Rivers with the left-hand finish.
Don't want that happening too much tonight. We want to try to limit her in the open court as much as possible. Not an easy thing to do, but want to make her score tough shots for sure.
And, you know, they wreaked havoc on last Friday over at Brogdon Hall with their pressure, causing double-digit turnovers for the Lady Wildcats.
This Ashley team is so long this year that even if you break their press, it's still not easy to score against them.
Especially, the two guards up top, Symmetry and Rivers, and then they're 6'1".
Right. And when do you see that? Not as much at this level at the guard spot. Girls reaching 6 foot.
Lexi Hinson from the baseline gets the roll. That's a 3-point basket. It's a packed house. Boney gonna have to find somebody as a second scorer along the night, because most of the Bucks are, everybody's right around 5 or 6 points a game. They're gonna have to have somebody really step up. Chisholm is on the bench right now, but she's their leading scorer. Blocked by Little.
It's gonna have to come from somewhere. It's such a different dynamic. One team's got the big leading scorer, the other team's got really balanced scoring, and people are going to have to step up tonight if they want to compete with Ashley.
Kennedy Martin possesses. Ashley in a 2-1-2 zone. Laney very patient on this set. Boney left open for 3. She's short. And they foul on the 3-point shooter. Fouls on Lexi Hinson. That's her first, team's first. And one thing they always tell you, don't foul the 3-point shooter.
Don't foul the 3-point shooter. You worked hard that whole possession. You don't want to bail them out with free throws.
And Boney's good on the first one. She's a 52% free throw shooter.
It's a good sign for Laney. Basani's hitting her shots, making some things happen. They're definitely going to need that tonight.
And sophomore Taylor Chisholm, number 24, has checked into the ball game. Boney goes 1 for 3. Nice catch by Hinson. Skip pass is stolen by Boney.
Good finish.
Dasani Boney 5. Ashley 7. Symmetry left alone for 3. Tries to bring rain. And over the back on Bryn Little.
It's good positioning right there. Get that over the back call. She was in the right place.
That's the second foul on the Screaming Eagles. There's that pressure. And the ball stolen by the Screaming Eagles, then knocked out of bounds. Yeah, I have to say something. This is the most crowded girls game I've been to in a long time.
It's awesome to see.
Yes, it is.
You know some people are showing up for Rivers, but that's great. Bringing this crowd to the girls' games, getting people out.
And we got crosstown rival basketball going on at Sheila Bowles Gymnasium right now, too.
That's right.
Hoggard Hanover.
It's a big night. It's amazing to see a full gym for the girls' games and to see people come out and get excited for these games. It's a really good thing. I'm excited for what's happening here at Ashley and for the county in general.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely great. I saw Coach Gale's Facebook post with Gina Oriema and Dawn Staley here visiting Screaming Ashley, and I was like, wow, it's big time.
That's very big time. Some of the top schools in the country. We've actually got a few sitting on the front row down here. Looks like we've got NC State in the house tonight, checking out Miss Nia Rivers.
And that was Kennedy Martin, the basket on the other end. And we have a foul. Foul's on, looks like it's on Madison Lindsay. That's her first. Laney Bucks first. Nia Rivers, 75% free throw shooter.
That's an area she's become even more consistent this year. It's definitely helped her with her percentage overall, her points per game, taking care of it at the line. That's big.
And, just watching Nia the other night, she definitely could tell she's gotten stronger as well.
Yes. She's filling out that frame a little bit.
Kicked out of bounds. Bucks with their 5th turnover. A little half-court pressure. Lauren Craig in the ball game now, number 30 for the Screaming Eagles. Gets the ball to high post, kicks it to Nia Rivers, buckets.
Nice shot from the corner.
Martin pulls up at the free throw line, and she's going to shoot 2. Foul is on Bryn Little. That's her
Ashley's
second.
playing very solid D right now, but bailing them out at the line. If they can keep them off the line, they'd have even greater lead.
I mean, Ashley's has 4 girls that are 6 foot or over on the court at that time. Well, now that Bryn Little sits, she's at 6 foot. You got 6'1" Symmetry, 6'1" Nia Rivers, and at 6'2" Lauren Craig.
It's so tough at this level. It's not as common.
And Martin misses both free throws. Rebounded by Rivers. Unselfish play, looks down low, a little bit too much traffic. Rivers will trigger the inbound ball. Stolen by Kennedy. Kennedy up. Good defense by Mia Symmetry, not getting a foul. And the hook, Taylor Chisholm.
Taylor Chisholm is an X factor for Laney. She just makes so many things happen on the court.
Yeah, she played huge last year as a freshman.
Always confident, always hustling.
Henson drives, rebound, put back, Rivers. They'll settle the ball. Turnover number 6. Tough D on both ends of the court.
Definitely. Both teams are bringing the pressure, trying to make it a little messy and sloppy with their defense, and it's working right now. We'll see which team can settle in.
The Laney coaches, just both of them got up off the bench and told the girls to settle down. Ball knocked out of bounds. You know the Bucks team in the last 2 seasons, 28-2, 14-0 last year, 28-3 the year before, and 13-1 in the conference. You know, both times losing to Southeast Raleigh, once in the 3rd round and then once in the 4th round of the state Eastern Finals. Quite an impressive 2-year stretch, and you know a lot of that had to do with Nia Rivers.
Right.
But they don't want to lose that magic.
That's right. I think this is a year, proving what they have as a team and saying, we can still get out here and win games and compete and keep that legacy that we've been building these past 2 years. It helps to have Nia Rivers on your side, that's for sure, but
yes.
They definitely want to show that they still have it as a unit.
And number 30, Jada Simpson, has entered the ball game. That's the young freshman I was talking about earlier that we're going to probably see on the court for 4 solid years here for the Bucks. Pull up, long by Stewart, up to Henson. Henson with the left hand finish. Lexi Henson got 5.
Great finish right there against a very athletic defender.
Simpson pulls, she's long. Rebound.
Simpson's been a really nice addition for them this year. She adds some scoring from the outside and a little edge, a little confidence. Definitely a good one to have on the floor as another threat.
Multiple subs in for the ball game. The Bucks sub, Raven Lewis, Jackie Hill, as well as I thought she put 3 of them in.
I think we only had 2 that ended up coming in.
Chisholm pinned on the baseline, and there's a block foul on Lexi Henson. She picks up her second player. So 2 players for the Screaming Eagles with 2 fouls apiece.
only thing stopping them right now. They can play defense without fouling. They'll be able to stretch this lead out.
Number 10, Tierra David, enters the ball game for Hinson. Chisholm pull up the free throw line, no shot. The Buck basketball on the baseline. Foul was on Tierra David. It's 5 team fouls, her first. Stewart guarded by Rivers, stolen by Rivers. Symmetry left alone for 3.
That's their shooter. They can't leave her open too much tonight. She's going to start hitting at some point.
Yeah, she's 0 for 2, but Friday night's game, she missed the first 4, and then she hit a couple towards the end in the fourth quarter, really just solidifying the big victory.
Yeah, if she gets hot, she can be tough. She's another threat now with Naya this year. Gave them another offensive weapon that they needed to really not just compete in this conference, but in the state.
Well, we talked about this on Friday night, but they traveled up to Raleigh to the John Wall tournament and faced Southeast Raleigh,
right?
Laney's nemesis from the last 2 seasons, and got beat 51-17.
Well, I remember even when I played, Southeast Raleigh was our nemesis too. They are such a good program.
And
they
dribbled the clock out instead of trying to get a shot. It's not what the fans, the Buck fans nor their bench wanted to have happen. All right, Danielle, it's 18-9 here. The Screaming Eagles are definitely controlling the Eagles' nest right now. We're going to thank a sponsor, then we'll be back with the second quarter right after this short sponsorship break. Tonight's broadcast is made possible with the support of Papa John's Pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Women's Heart is in a race to save lives. Heart disease is the #1 killer of women. It's 80% preventable if you know the facts. Millions of women are living with or at risk of heart disease. Get educated. See your doctor. Know the facts. To win this race, we all have to do it together. Our hearts beat as one. To learn more, visit womenheart.org.
Home fire drills give your family a plan of action. In a home fire, you may have less than 2 minutes to get out. So when you drill, show everyone 2 ways out of the house, pick a safe meeting spot, and get there in under 2 minutes. Then practice home fire drills at least twice a year. You can even make them fun. So everyone knows the sound and exactly what to do when they hear a smoke alarm. Go to ready.gov/fire drill and learn how to prepare your family for home fires.
Welcome back to the Eagles' Nest here at Veterans Park and Eugene Ashley High School. I'm Don Osterbo alongside Danielle Clay. And decent first quarter. A lot of what we expected. Nia Rivers comes in, has 9 points. So she's our scoring leader. Laney got some good offense from Dasani Boney. A hectic pace, lots of defense on both ends. What do we expect to see as we go throughout the night?
I think that you expect Naya to score. They got to keep her off the boards, though. Don't want to give Ashley these second chance opportunities. Laney can settle down, get the ball past half court, and set up some sets in the half court. Then I think they're going to be able to score more. So we'll see how they handle this pressure going into the second quarter.
Nice catch by Rivers. And the up and under finish.
She's so talented, but on top of that, her athleticism is just off the charts. That sometimes she makes moves and you say, what else can you do? You know, what else can you do about that? That's just a super great move by Nia Rivers.
I called her Lamar Jackson the other day because of a spin move she did. And it was Lamar Jackson or Earl Pearl Monroe. You know, it was pretty.
She's got some Lamar Jackson-esque moves in her, that's for sure.
Stolen by Screaming Eagles. We got timeout by Coach Gale. And that's the full timeout. Good timeout by Coach Gale to keep possession.
Yes. It looks like they're trying to get Nia a little touch inside as well tonight, which I like to see. She's got such great length, not just doing what she can on the outside, but getting inside, posting up, calling for the ball. She's got great post moves too, so if she's getting it going from the inside and outside, it could be a long night.
Yeah, and she's getting a chance to showcase that multitask ability that she has, not just being a guard. I mean, I see her at the next level, she's a 1 or a 2.
Exactly, yes. And that's what's hard to believe, even at her size and length. But when you're going to the level that she's going to play at, that's very normal for girls to be about that size, playing the 1 or the 2 and the level at the Division I level and the ACC, things like that she'll be playing on.
Yeah, we were talking the other night when I was with Casey Smith. Was fortunate enough to have as a good friend of mine, Delano DeShields, former Major League Baseball player, current first base coach for the Cincinnati Reds. His son's the center fielder was the Texas Rangers, is now with the Cleveland Indians. And his daughter and Lino Jr.'s sister is Diamond DeShields. And I liken Diamond's game to Sanaya's game a lot to like Diamond's.
Yes, definitely. Diamond DeShields is a great player. Someone very similar to Nia. Came through, did really well on the high school level, and is now doing some great things in college. You know, Laney's in a good position right now. If they can not let this lead get stretched out and just, they were doing a good job of getting some opportunities in transition and pushing the ball. That might be a great way if they can turn up this defense, get some turnovers, get Ashley into some mistakes themselves. Might help them get something going offensively.
And you got Kennedy Martin, looks like they've come out into a zone, or excuse me, man-to-man, and definitely disrupted the offense so far in this possession. It's the third inbound of the possession. Tough catch for Tierra David.
Nice
Symmetry
cut.
with the reverse, can't get it to fall. Simpson comes the other way, up to Kennedy Martin. Chisholm from the elbow. Rebound, Rivers. Kennedy Martin got a tough task to guard Nia Rivers, giving up a few inches. And steps.
There's that mistake. You want to try to bring them into those mistakes through that defense, turnovers, travels, or that one chance, one rebound, and go. Don't want to give them more than one opportunity.
Reagan Russell entered the ball game along with Jackie Hill for the Bucks. They need one of those to fall to the Bucks.
They do.
And the carry.
Not able to get really great looks right now offensively. it's tough. We just talked about the length Ashley has, and sometimes they rush you and make you feel like you have to get that shot off quick instead of getting the right shot you want.
After getting the turnover the last time, the Bucks try to lock down again on D. Just under 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Russell scrapped for it, and on the sideline, Taylor Chisholm. Ball stays with the Screaming Eagles.
Good hustle.
High post to Lauren Craig. Good defense by Jackie Hill. And then the loose ball foul on Reagan Russell.
Laney is going to fight, and they're going to stay active, getting their hands on some balls. They're getting what they want defensively. You know, they've held Ashley to start this quarter, but got to see what they can do on offense.
Yeah, we only have the 3-point play for Nia Rivers as the only scoring in the last 2.5 minutes. Half court pressure, nice trap, steal by Rivers. Rivers with the scoop,
nice
left hand finish.
Pretty, so smooth.
I have her for 14. Foul was on Jackie Hill.
That was an example of not just a trap coming to you, but a 2 6-footer trap coming at you.
Yes, there's a lot of wingspan between Symmetry and Rivers. In and out. Nice dump. Gotta finish.
Nice pass right there. Those are the type of looks you want.
Little shot early. Rivers believes she was hit on the arm.
Laney might have gotten away with a little foul on that one.
Symmetry with the block.
Nice block.
Rivers gets a post pick from Craig.
They're getting the ball up the floor. Even beating Ashley in ways up the floor, but not able to score out of it.
Yeah, nothing's falling for him.
Both teams are actually looking a little winded. I see a couple girls putting their hands on their knees right now.
Might be time for a TO. Skip pass across the zone. Symmetry looks inside to Craig from the elbow. Lauren Craig. Timeout Bucks. Full timeout. It's kind of getting the offense from Lauren Craig and Bryn Little is really important for this team because they usually been getting it from Hinson, Rivers, and Symmetry. But getting that extra bonus from Lauren Craig and Bryn Little makes Ashley really tough to beat.
Definitely. Those are those key role players that every team needs. If you want to win a championship, you got to have those role players that are going to rebound or give you those 4-6 points a game. So that's good to see. Lauren Craig hitting that turnaround jumper right around that elbow. That's a good shot for her. She might even take that shot more than getting inside and playing back to the basket. So you got to make sure you're defending that. That's tough. At 6'2", though, she can shoot it outside, too, so you got to be aware of both.
So offensively, what is Coach Berting telling her girls right now? Because they've been cold. The baskets have lids on them right now, especially to begin this second quarter.
They got to get more going to the basket. The one time we had a drive and a nice kick, and you had a 8-foot jumper. Those are the shots you want right now. Or let's get back to the free throw line. I'd be telling her, hey, let's move the ball, but at some point we got to be aggressive. We got to attack the rim. We got to stop settling for outside shots.
Certainly, that's definitely because they can't just shoot that 3-point jumper with nobody under.
That's right.
Boney.
That's another good drive. That's a better look. That's a good shot for her. She's a great 3-point shooter for them.
And she shoots 38% coming into the ball game. The runner.
Oh, wow.
What a rip. Rivers, 16. She averages 24. And we have a block called.
So important that Laney doesn't get down right here. They got to stick together, not let this get away from them too much before you go into halftime.
And that was the 7th team foul, so that will be the 1-and-1. Tiara David picks up her second. That means David, Hinson, and Little all three have 2 fouls apiece. Coach Gale not happy there. Her kid stood in cement shoes when she missed that first one, but Bucks couldn't get the rebound to go. Reagan Russell off the front iron. Big rebound by Lauren Craig.
Good rebound. Good rebound, good block.
Kyla Jones, number 12, enters the ball game for the Screaming Eagles. And Morgan Adam into the game for the Bucks. Nice catch and shoot.
Laney's having a hard time getting that rebound right now. Got to get a body, box out, not let them have second chances if they want to stay in this.
Symmetry for 3. Back irons it, gets the rebound. Still possessing the ball, Screaming Eagles.
Laney lucked out on that one.
Let's see. Once again, that's Morgan Adam for 3. So far, 0 for the quarter. Gotta love the unselfish play. That Rivers, she's been doing that ever since I've been watching her since she was a 7th grader.
She's very unselfish. With all the talent, she still likes to get her teammates involved.
Under 2 to go. Reagan Stewart.
I would go as far as to say that Ashley's even baiting Laney into some of these 3-point shots.
Yeah, they're going to let them shoot it until they make it. And that's the 30-second timeout. Coach Gale. Yeah, Coach Gale, though, right now her team has scored 9 points to 0 for the Bucks, but she wants to keep the pedal to the metal.
Right.
So what is she saying right now in the huddle? What is she telling her girls?
She's saying, let's not get sloppy. We're gonna, if they shoot that shot, we gotta get a body, get the rebound, and go. On the offensive end, I'd probably be saying, hey, even if we have the open 3, let's not settle. Let's look to get it inside some. We've got some height advantage. Keep working the ball around. Let's get a great shot, not just a good shot.
Yeah, and maybe work on a new wrinkle. Get somebody else who's new, and get them more involved than just Rivers.
Yeah, getting touches to everyone for sure.
And they'll keep Rivers, Russell, Craig, Jones, and Symmetry on the court. And Boney, Simpson, Stewart, Brooke Summer, and Morgan Adam on the court for the Bucks.
Switching things up, seeing if we can get a little offense. Brooke Summers, a player that can come in and knock down some shots.
Inside, Lauren Craig, in and out game. She's got good post position.
Working hard inside, not a great pass, but it was a good idea.
Simpson pulls. Hey, they're not shy about launching from behind the arc.
They're not. Which shows you, that they have some 3-point threats, but when it's not falling, you got to find something else.
Let shooters keep shooting.
That's right.
Because you only miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So yeah, that's going to stay. Screaming Eagle basketball with 61 ticks to go in the second quarter.
Good defense right there. One thing we know is even with an 18-point lead, this game can turn around quickly. So Ashley's got to stay aggressive, keep playing their game.
Kyla Jones. Finds symmetry on the long skip pass. Little force inside. Good hustle by Boney, but she stepped on the sideline. Kennedy Martin set to check in for the Lady Bucks. Maybe hold for final shot.
They'll probably look to do that. Looks like Coach Gale may be signaling for that.
Symmetry launches from 3 again.
That three's enticing, though.
Nice little backdoor cut. That's alternating possession. Possession arrow go to the Bucks.
Mia, number 20 for Ashley, does a great job of moving without the ball. And with her length, you can hit her, for those cuts to the basket. That's something she'll do, too, not just shoot that outside shot. Be great for Laney to get a bucket right here heading into halftime.
It's a travel. Boney for 2. Russell with 5 to go. Symmetry drives, little teardrop. So, big quarter the first quarter, 18 points, and only 9 that quarter for the Screaming Eagles, but they put the goose eggs on the board for Laney.
Right.
So 27-9, tough quarter of basketball for the Bucks, and Screaming Eagles. Nia Rivers, what can you say? Coming out, has 16 points, and she's controlled the basketball game. Neither team has shot the ball well.
Right.
So, Danielle, we'll come back right before the third quarter begins, get some analysis. But right now, we're going to thank the sponsor and have a little quick halftime break. Tonight's broadcast is made possible with the support of Papa John's Pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. Don't go away. We'll be back with some second quarter and first quarter analysis, followed by the second half.
As farmers and ranchers, stewardship of the land comes naturally. You leave it better than you found it, so future generations can enjoy a way of life that you love. Thanks to your efforts, we're fortunate to experience clean water, abundant wildlife, and healthy rural communities. Your work is vital, and its benefits extend far beyond your property, reaching millions of other Americans who depend on this region every day without even realizing it. You take care of the land because it's the right thing to do. But did you know that conservation can also improve your bottom line? Take a moment and find out how conservation pays. Visit conservationpays.org.
I'm a bus driver.
I'm a bus driver.
I'm a bus driver. Wouldn't you like to be a bus driver too?
New Hanover County Schools is now hiring individuals to be a part of our elite core of school bus drivers.
That's right. You can work full-time, part-time, or serve as a substitute bus driver.
New Hanover County Schools offers competitive wages, flexible hours, and state benefits.
Best of all, you get to work with the greatest kids in the world.
We need you!
Contact us today to join the next free commercial driver's license class.
New Hanover County Schools is an equal opportunity employer.
Hey, Dad, I need your help asking Jessica to prom.
Of course. Love is like the ocean. You have to tread the
Oh,
waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Hey, Jessica. Will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
Welcome back to the Eagles Nest. 27-9. Ashley Screaming Eagles lead behind 16 points by Nia Rivers. And then Lexi Hinson hit a big 3 and got a 2-point bucket with 5 followed by Bryn Little with 4 and Lauren Craig with 2. And Dasani Boney had some early baskets in the first quarter, got 5 points. Kennedy Martin 2 and Taylor Chisholm 2, but were blanketed in the second quarter. So Danielle, what do we expect to see from the Bucks to try to scratch back into this?
Well, I think what was working for them in the first quarter was their defense leading to offense. And then they were still playing hard defense, but giving up way too many second chances on the board. So you got to get that one shot and done, or get the steal, get the turnover, and head the other way. So I'd say that it's got to start for them on the defensive end again, but a lot more going to the basket. Maybe not as much settling for those outside shots, seeing if they get to the line or get to the rim.
And, the Ashley Screaming Eagles just got to get more of the same. More of the same. And they come out with Bryn Little, Rivers, Symmetry, Russell, and Hinson, countered by Martin, Boney, Chisholm, Stewart, and Madison Lindsay. And this could really get them started here. And the foul on Rivers. Kennedy Martin's going to go to the line and shoot 2. That's Rivers' first foul. Kennedy, a 38% free throw shooter. And across town, Hoggart basketball is leading New Hanover 19-7 at the half. And Star News varsity Jackson Fuller tweets that it was a rough second quarter. It certainly was a rough second quarter for the Bucks.
Haven't been able to break that lid off the basket yet either, heading into the third. Got to make those count at the free throw line.
And Martin can't convert, but Bucks maintain possession. Ball stolen by Hinson. As they flash by Dawn Staley, USC coach. Rivers with 18.
Tough take. She's hard to guard one-on-one. Got to throw 2 at her sometimes.
And Rivers thinking about breaking down Kennedy Martin. Gets to the middle, little pull up, gets her own rebound.
Rivers is really looking to be aggressive tonight. You had to figure she'd come out that way, playing her old school, and she's doing a good job of looking for hers, but also finding her teammates.
Boney got the steal.
There it is.
Kennedy Martin.
See if that can get them going.
And it breaks the curse. Boney guarding Rivers. I first watched those two play on the Holly Shelter team when Rivers was a 7th grader and Boney was an 8th grader that went undefeated in the county. Had Kira Simpson that plays over at Cape Fear Academy was also on that team as an 8th grader.
That's right. It was a tough middle school team, to say the least.
And the year before that, it was Blair Barefoot's Myrtle Grove team and that went undefeated.
That's right. These girls are now playing at the high school level on their respective teams.
And Blair, who we're talking about, is at your alma mater.
She is.
Long pass. Defended well by the Bucks. Reagan Russell inbound on the baseline. So you're saying we have Dawn Staley here. We also have, that's Hinson for 2, but we also have North Carolina State coaches. We also have UNCW's coach. He's down right in front of us. So it's definitely some people coming out to the gym.
Yeah, some big name coaches out tonight to watch Miss Rivers play. It's exciting to see them in the gym.
Foul is on the floor, or is it shooting?
And she doesn't seem too fazed by it.
No.
She's here playing her game, not letting the pressure get to her.
Lindsay picks up her first foul, or excuse me, second foul, team's first foul. Bryn Little gets the roll. She shoots 45% from the stripe. You know, most of the athletes that I've met over my life that have gotten an opportunity to play at high levels, you know, one of the things that allowed them to do that was composure. You know, and she's definitely a very composed. You don't see her she doesn't do many things that she tries to go beyond what she needs to do.
Yes. That's probably one of her biggest areas of growth this year, is how composed she is on the court and her ability to stay in the game, even if she's, you know, not hitting her shot, keep getting people involved. She's becoming seasoned, as they say.
And ball stays with the Screaming Eagles.
And to think, still one more year with her here.
Yes. And sort of like some of the lessons that you were teaching Cape Fear Community College girls in your Coach D team building program that I got to watch a little bit on Facebook with Coach Lori Drake.
Uh-oh.
I can't tell if she got it in the face.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think she might have caught it in the face. And she wants a foul. Yeah, I thought she caught something in the face.
It's good to see her stand up.
Looks like she got it right in the nose. Referees will have a little talk, and they're going to say the possession goes to the Buccaneers.
Never fun to get popped in the nose.
You don't want to wake up her any more than she's already woke.
That's right. That's right.
Jackie Hill and Raven Lewis check back in for the Bucks. There's that trap again.
Looks like that might have motivated her just a little bit. See some hand clapping, trying to turn it up on defense.
We got to inbound the ball. And there's another turnover.
That great length.
Well over double-digit turnovers for the Bucks. And with the body, Raven Lewis fouls Sanaya Rivers. Sanaya Rivers on the night. It's 3 for 3 from the line. The junior will shoot 2. I think I saw something the other day that says USC, Maryland, Tennessee, a list of schools that she's interested in.
Yes, she's narrowed it down, I believe, to a top 12.
Okay.
Those are some of the schools you mentioned. UConn is in the mix.
Yes, UConn.
NC State, UNC Wilmington, University of North Carolina, to name a few. She's got an impressive list for sure of schools that have offered, and that she'll now be probably making a decision sometime this year. Maybe not this season, but she'll have another travel.
It might be a little bit further into the summer.
Correct.
Bucks keep the ball. Got to get it in. That's all day long. Rivers with 20. Another steal up front to Reagan Russell. Reagan Russell stops.
Nice little stop. Let the defender blow by you. Great move for an undersized guard. I used to use that one.
Oh yeah, you were fun to watch on the court.
Thank you. I miss it. I'd throw a jersey back on, play in some of
I
these
bet
games again.
You could. I know you're 10 years removed from this. It doesn't feel like it, but I think you might even be able to pass. Maybe be out there, Coach Gale, or maybe who's over at Howard right now?
Coach All?
Yeah, Coach All. How can I forget Bubakar?
Bubakar.
Now he probably put you in a jersey, you know?
You know, I've coached high school girls for the past couple years, and I often get mistaken still for a player, so I probably could get by with it if I threw on a jersey. No one would really know. Go under my new name instead of
There
my
you go.
Danielle
Clay.
Nobody would know.
She's just transferred in. So 37-11, Screaming Eagles with a dominating performance here at home. And Nia Rivers with 20. I wonder when when Coach Gale may take the foot off the gas a little bit and start to play some of her kids off the bench.
Yeah, you might see that headed into the fourth. She'll probably try to finish out the third with some of her starters on the floor. Make sure the game is locked for sure. An important conference game, but we'll see.
Chisholm's fouled. And they called that on Russell. Third team foul. Taylor Chisholm, sophomore, shooting 78% from the free throw line, knocks it home.
It's good to see the ball go through the net. When you're having a hard time scoring, free throws are a great way to get your confidence back.
And that's only their third point since the first quarter. She goes 1 for 2. Step back, in and out. Chisholm comes the other way, kicks to Boney. Ball movement to Jackie Hill. Jackie Hill travels. David Morris with the call.
When the score starts getting away from you like this, you know, Laney has to kind of change their whole perspective. Not even necessarily trying to win at this point, but just play well, get something good going, prepare you for the next games coming up in conference. Not that they couldn't come back, but.
Yeah, the runner's long by Symmetry, but rebound and put back by Lexi Hinson. Hinson with 9. Yeah, you got to break things into like the little victories.
That's right.
Hey, we won this last 1 minute of play.
Yeah.
Or we caused this many turnovers. You just what you don't want to do is give up.
That's right. Definitely don't want to give up. Want to keep fighting. Try to get some good things going, like you said. Get little victories.
Symmetry with a runner off the glass.
Nice, pretty runner right there by Mia.
And that's her first 2 points of the night. Chisholm drives to the middle. Little jump hook doesn't go. Rivers the rebound.
Tough take.
To the rack, Nia Rivers for 22. Timeout, Coach Berting. It's a 30-second timeout. Here's the point where she's testing, calling a gut check on her girls.
That's right.
And she's like, what are you going to do, okay? You know, they got a huge lead. Don't quit. Better not quit.
Yeah, don't quit. It becomes a little bit of a pride game now, you know? Don't show that show that you can compete. Show that you came to play tonight. Don't worry about the score. I know I'll look at my girls sometimes when it's a score like this and say, hey, don't even look at the score right now. I just need you to play hard, one possession at a time. Give me all you got each possession, and let's go out of here with some dignity.
43-12. Screaming Eagles keep the same starting 5 on the court.
Coach Gale still sticking with those starters.
High post in to Morgan Adam. Correction, Madison Lindsay. Boney with the runner. And the block called on Bryn Little. That's her third foul. Team's third. Sonny Boney been quiet since the first quarter. That's her first points.
Good
She's
to
at
see
6.
her. Good to see her being aggressive.
And the senior Boney trying to keep scratching in there. Good rip by Nia Rivers.
I think she was pretty close to the rim on that one. Great
Skip.
pass.
Symmetry short. Stolen by Annalise Sappho, and Symmetry finds the basket. And a little reach. Is that going to go on Sappho or Hinson? It's Hinson. Hinson picks up her third. And Grace Benfield checks in for the Screaming Eagles. Nia Rivers gets a round of applause with 22 on the evening.
Played hard, did all sorts of things tonight. So active, great game.
Lauren Craig pulls the board, needs a little help. See if this turns into a Mia Symmetry show for the Screaming Eagles here on offense now. Benfield to Hinson. Good defense by Madison Lindsay. And Hinson on the baseline. Coach Gale wants to push. Under a minute to play in the third. Boney up top. Over to Summer.
Not a bad shot for her. She's a good three-point shooter. There we go.
And the and one for Reagan Stewart. Foul went on Annalise Sappho. That's her first. Team's fifth. Brooke Summer again. She's long. Good save by Chisholm.
Good hustle.
Hinson gets the board. Chisholm with the reach.
Like some of the things Laney's doing now on the offensive end. I think that timeout helped them snap out of it a little bit, find some intensity to finish this game.
Yeah, they haven't been shy about the shot either, you know, which is you got to do. You can't score the basket if you don't shoot it.
That's right.
And push on Madison Lindsay, the Bucks. And number 10, Kate Maginnis, enters the ball game. Bucks get the steal. Stewart, and for the second time, they end up dribbling out the clock instead of shooting out the clock.
Yeah, couldn't quite get that shot off. Love to see at least get an opportunity at the end of the quarter.
Yes, and with a 30-point lead behind 22 points by Nia Rivers, the Screaming Eagles will take us into the fourth quarter. Tonight's broadcast is made possible with the support of Papa John's Pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Don't go away. We have the fourth quarter coming right up.
Some kids never smile. They're embarrassed by their crooked teeth. They want braces like the other kids, but their families can't afford them. Some may even try to straighten their teeth themselves. That can make everything worse. Luckily, there's Donated Orthodontic Services, a program from the American Association of Orthodontists. It helps provide orthodontic treatment to kids and teens whose families can't afford it. For kids who apply, are approved, and are matched with a volunteer orthodontist, it can be life-changing. Their treatment is in the hands of an expert, a licensed local orthodontic specialist who improves their smiles by correctly aligning teeth and jaws. Some kids think they'll never smile again, but Donated Orthodontic Services may help them smile with confidence. To link to the application and eligibility requirements, visit aaoinfo.org.
Hello.
Hi, I'm from Blue Hood Stone Barns. We brought a meal for you and I'm here to serve it to you.
Okay, great. Come in.
Zucchini carbonara, made from zucchini that was harvested earlier this morning.
Again?
Hey, Dan Barber.
You have room for a little bit more?
Come on in.
Brochettes with sausage. So when we made that zucchini carbonara, you know, they're the end pieces of the zucchini and they're the cores that we cut away, not to mention zucchini flower. Usually those get thrown out. We use them to create an entire second dish. Does that,
Again?
I'm here to bring you your third course. It's the vines from your zucchini.
We'll have a little zucchini stem pasta, a different experience of zucchini. When we start to think differently about our food, we can get a lot more out of it.
This is delicious.
What do you think we can make out of this? 40% of food in America is never eaten. Cook it, store it, share it. Visit SaveTheFood.com.
Welcome back. Veterans Park, Eugene Ashley High School. Don Osterbro alongside Danielle Bongiorno Clay.
Yeah, Danielle Bongiorno Clay.
Yes.
That's fine.
And Danielle, it's been fun. I'm you know, it's really cool when you talked about something going full circle. I'm sitting here next to Tom Lamont. He's the UNCW women's announcer, and color commentator, along with Joe Katz, two guys that I've shared the booth, the announcing booth with before. And I did my first game with Tom way back in, I don't know, it's 01 or 02, and you were still in maybe a fifth grader or something. And then we got to watch you play, you know, freshman through senior year, and now you're up here on the stage, providing some excellent color commentary. I'm really glad you got the opportunity for this, and I hope to do some more games with you.
That's right. I've had a really good time. This was a first for me tonight. I've been involved in the sport in many different capacities, but I really enjoy getting to be in this role, and it is full circle. When I got the call from you, I remember the days of you commentating my games, and so I thought it would be a lot of fun to come out here and do this now, even for some girls I've worked with through the years.
Certainly, yeah, it's really cool. I mean, I was talking to Tom, you know, I had the opportunity to now call games with two young ladies that I watched play from varsity players from their freshman through senior year, and then they come back after college. You know, Chantar Waddell is taking a little maternity break. Just had a young child, Aria Paris, her and BJ Donnell, the assistant coach at New Hanover High School boys team, and it's been really cool to have you out here enjoying some more high school basketball.
Definitely, I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to come do this with you tonight.
Certainly.
Nice take.
And that's Madison Lindsay, gets her first 2 points. And the foul was on number 34, Grace Benfield.
That's good to see. You want to stay aggressive, forget the score, stay aggressive, play your game, get to the free throw line, stop the clock. That's what they want to do.
And Nia Rivers has checked back in.
She's not done tonight.
Got to at least get her let her get her season average of 24.
That's right.
Good dump down to Lauren Craig by Symmetry.
I don't know this stat off the top of my head. Do you by chance know her career high?
She had 31 the other night, and I'm not quite sure what of her career high. And she had 31 in a 67-41 win against New Hanover. And that foul went on against Rivers on the rebound with the push. And it's 1-1.
If they keep her in long enough tonight, she might get that too.
And she's averaged 24 and 12 as well last year, and she's averaging 24 and 10 right now. Maybe a little higher with her 31-point output last week. Madison Lindsay, Rivers. Russell just inside the arc, she's short. Kennedy Martin comes the other way. Martin finishes.
Nice. That's how they're gonna have to do it.
Kennedy has 6. Quinn Little. Symmetry for 3. She hasn't been able to find that long range shot tonight.
No, not tonight.
Chisholm with a good box out, but knocks the ball out of bounds.
Laney's playing with a little bit more of the pace that they started with the game. They kind of got into that lull in the second and third quarter, and Ashley did what they do, but it's good to see them getting back into some flow.
Yeah, they were definitely discombobulated there for a couple quarters. Nice touch pass. Lindsay drives, hooks long up to Craig, gets it to Rivers. Rivers gets it to Kennedy Martin. Contact. No call made. Martin the other way. Step back 3. Piece by Symmetry. You love it. You got to love it. The girl's got 22 points. Is the North Carolina Gatorade Player of the Year. They're up by 25, and she's getting on the floor.
Competing. She is a competitor. She's not looking at the scoreboard right now. She's just playing hard. It's what she's been doing all night. It's great to see when your best player is setting the example with the hustle, too.
Sonny Boney checks back in. Under 6 to go. Now, Coach Gale doesn't want her kids to get lazy either. Tough catch inside the kick. Symmetry for 3, that's good. Oh, I thought I had it called. Just kind of wishing it would go in. She's been launching them, but they haven't fallen.
Yeah, she's had some good looks.
Pull up Kennedy Martin, gets her own rebound. Jackie Hill drives.
Ashley's played really well. They're giving in a little defensively, not getting the board. You want to see, I'm sure Coach Gale wants them to close it out, finish strong, don't play sloppy.
Yeah, she's looking for them to keep executing. Don't let this thing get out of control, going up, back, up, and down.
Definitely.
Even though, because Laney's putting some heaves up there and just trying to get something in the basket.
Good hustle.
Boney tries to save it. Ball stays with the Screaming Eagles. Hinson back in for Craig. Reagan Russell into Shania, kicks it again. The Symmetry. There we go.
It is.
The splash for Symmetry. She has 7. Chisholm to Boney. Boney, little 5-footer.
Oh, she's working hard. Couldn't quite get it to fall.
Yeah, rims are just not kind tonight.
No.
Reagan Russell needs some help. She's hammered. Foul went against Kennedy Martin. That's her first, team's 6th foul.
You had to figure one of those was going to go in for Mia.
Yeah, I would beg to say that was probably 8 or 9 attempts.
She seems unfazed, though, unfazed. She knows she's going to hit one. Coach has confidence in her, gives her the green light, so good for her.
as my good friend Tracy Bacon says, players play.
That's right. Players play, shooters shoot.
And
I think Naya might have her own face on her socks. You know you're big time when you got your portrait on your socks.
Have to get a close-up of that.
Kind of hard to tell, might be. I love it. She's played really well tonight.
Inside the Chisholm, Russell gets called for the foul.
Chisholm is actually a phenomenal soccer player too. You'll see a little bit of that on the court, that aggressiveness. Some of that comes from her soccer skills too.
Following in former Buccaneer basketball standout, now UNCW standout, Bailey Edwards. She's a tough soccer player herself.
Yes, she is.
And I know Jensen is having some success at High Point now on the basketball team.
She is. She's doing really well. Some of those, like you mentioned earlier, those Wilmington girls, Blair Barefoot, Jensen Edwards, Zaria Fields, Anna Cotton.
Right. Anna Cotton, and then Jada Bacchus up at Mount Olive.
Playing at the next level, Morgan Allred. A lot of young ladies. But yeah, Jensen's doing very well, coming off some injuries and now getting some good time on the court this year. Good pass. Nice
Chisholm.
run.
That's her 5th point.
I'm sure Laney's going to rewind this tape and say, if only we could have done what we did in the first and the fourth the whole game, you know?
And just shooting, I mean, they're going to have to settle down and shoot the basketball. And like you said earlier, going to the basket is one of the best things that they've been doing all night, and they've just got to keep doing it.
That's right.
But then Nia Rivers sends you into the stands.
Nia Rivers reminds you it's not that easy to score over me.
And Screaming Eagle foul. Puts Taylor Chisholm on the line again. Chisholm shooting 78%. Knocks it home. She's got 6. Tierra David, Annalise Sappho checking in for Coach Gale. I mean, even with 3 minutes left, I told you we had to get the double D player of the game. I think it's kind of easy.
Yeah, this one was tonight.
And that would be the double deuce. Number 22, Nia Rivers. Get the double D player of the game.
She did a little bit of everything tonight, that's for sure.
She's sitting right at her season average of 24. Sappho loses control of it. Jada Simpson can't get the layup to fall. Rebound by Tierra David. Both young ladies.
Good hustle.
Yeah, both young ladies going at it hard. Under 3 minutes to play. So next up for the Ashley Screaming Eagles, they play Coastal Christian tomorrow.
Okay.
And then they play on Tuesday. They play South Brunswick. And for the Bucks, they host North Brunswick on Tuesday. And our next broadcast will be at Sheila Bowles Gymnasium on Tuesday the 28th, where Laney will be playing Hoggart, which is another big matchup. You know, Laney got the victory at Hoggart this past week, and you know they're going to be looking right now because Ashley's sitting on top. Obviously, Hoggart's still undefeated, winning tonight. I imagine I haven't gotten an update from Sheila Bowles' gym recently, but
will that tie Laney and Hoggard up in that second place, or I guess technically still?
Hoggard would still be Laney and Hoggard would be tied. I guess you're right. Laney would be ahead
Laney,
because of the head-to-head.
Because of the win, right? Nice play. Little alley-oop action.
Is that Lexi Hinson? And Morgan Adam, her first 2 points.
We'll see if anybody can knock off Ashley in conference this year, but it's still gonna be a tight race through the stretch. A lot of good games still to be played.
So yeah, Hoggard definitely wins on a lopsided victory, 56-11.
Oh, wow.
So that means Hanover only scored 4 points in the second half of basketball.
Wow.
Anya Massey with 15, Isis Tracevic with 11. And with 1:22 to go, remind you that we will have the boys game immediately following a brief break in between the games. Reagan Stewart getting her third point.
Well, if I'm Laney's coach, I'm walking away a little more pleased with the way we finished. Good to see some fight. They didn't lay down and die.
That's, yeah, you definitely got to be happy there. We'll see if Sanaya trying to take a 1-on-3. And Bucks with 60 ticks to play. Adam drives, gets it back, and the foul on Tierra David. Correction. That was foul on number 24, Amanda Hernandez. Well, Coach D, I hope that you check out your calendar. Let me know how you are on those next couple games up. We have the 28th, we'll be at Hoggard High School, and then on the 31st, we'll be at Hanover, and then we'll be back at Hanover with Hoggard Hanover to finish up the season on February 13th.
Definitely. I'd love to join you again. This has been a lot of fun tonight, getting to sit on this side of it.
Yeah, and great atmosphere. You know, like we both agreed that this is one of the biggest crowds we've seen for a girls' high school game. And got college coaches in the house. You got plenty of people coming out supporting the Screaming Eagles here at home. And then, you know, of course, the Bucks fans, we're hoping to see a little bit better game. It's sitting at 20 now. It was at 30 at one time. So, you know, that little bit of fight you talked about that Coach Bertig's team possessed here in the fourth quarter has definitely made it a little bit more respectable.
That's right. Yeah, they could have let it run away completely, and they didn't. You know, they did keep fighting. So that's good to see. You got to be thinking about, we get them again. We'll get them again. At least one more time, maybe two in the conference tournament.
That's right, yeah. Down low, David can't get the fall. Let's keep it alive. Ball's out of bounds to the Bucks.
Learn from it, get back to work and practice tomorrow, and keep moving forward.
Yeah, the Bucks will go to 12-2, 5-1 in the conference. Ashley will go to 10-4, 6-0 in the conference. Morgan Adam can't get the fall. That's been the story of the night.
Yes, it has.
Some narrow rims. Another in and out. And Ashley should be able to dribble out the clock. All right, Coach Steve. Well, I'm glad you came out. I look forward to joining you again. And thanks for great analysis. And I love to give you this opportunity because you've played, you've coached, and now you've gotten a chance to commentate about a game that you love.
That's right. It's been great. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for having me out tonight. It was great to get to do something else in the game and experience this. I definitely look forward to doing some more.
All right, folks. Well, we'll be back with the boys' action here after our short in-between-the-game break. Sanaya Rivers with 24. Lexi Henson with 11 lead the Screaming Eagles to an undefeated conference record and the lead in the Mid-Eastern Conference at 6-0. For Danielle Clay, I'm Don Osterbo. We'll be back right after we thank these sponsors. Tonight's broadcast is made possible with the support of Papa John's Pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Don't go away. We have the boys' game coming up shortly.